So the real story here is NVIDIA wins again.
Yes, Wave, W-A-Y-V-E. Wave is the company.
And this company's doing incredible. And they're using that Thor architecture we talked about. So you have Waymo building a hardware stack. You have Elon and Tesla building a hardware stack. And then you have a hardware stack by NVIDIA at the same time. So NVIDIA isn't just content enough to give the back-end servers to people pursuing self-driving. They're building another set of hardware and sensors just specifically for mobility. And that's the big news here is Jensen wants to facilitate more customers. It benefits Jensen if there are many players in a space competing, not one. Why? Well, because then they're not dependent on any one company. And as we saw, Microsoft had been like, I don't know if it was 15 or 20% of their revenue. Everybody was speculating who's like customer.
Right. There were those
one.
3 companies that are like half of their revenue, and everybody was trying to guess what those 3, Alphabet or Meta or,
Pretty clearly Microsoft plus OpenAI is the big fish because that represented 2 players. But now you have OpenAI and NVIDIA collaborating directly to build data centers. That's a little bit of the fractioning of the relationship with Microsoft, I think. And them going it on their own with their own compute that they don't have to go to Microsoft to get at Azure. Okay, fair enough. And Microsoft, fair enough, is working on their own large language models as well. So the investments occurring here are significant. The Wave one, I believe, was $500 million. And did they say what this NVIDIA and OpenAI's latest round would be?
Let me pull it out. Yeah, it's $100 billion strategic partnership is what they're calling it. And yes, $500 million was the Wave deal.
So
to support the partnership,
NVIDIA, I think, is the...
NVIDIA intends to invest up to $100 billion in OpenAI progressively as each gigawatt is developed. The first gigawatt of NVIDIA systems will be deployed in the second half of 2026. So it's $100 billion over an extended period of time.
So what's very interesting about this and is going to become the next big debate is this round tripping where I give you an investment and then you spend it with me.
Correct.
So the accountants are going to be all over this. Jensen is very smart. He knows this. But this could lead the SEC. I'm sure the SEC has already asked them about it, and I'm sure they've buttoned it up. But
no doubt.
I'm giving you $1 billion this year. You're buying $2 billion worth of H100s. This is going to, have to face some pretty significant scrutiny.
Yeah.
The problem is when the investment and the round tripping is not justifiable. So OpenAI's got to buy these anyway. It's pretty clear. And NVIDIA's got a bunch of cash to invest. So they're going to own a significant amount. They're going to own 10% or 20% if it was $100 billion. This doesn't make sense to me. These numbers need to be clarified, and we'll do that in an upcoming episode. But if they were putting $100 billion into the company and they just did a secondary of $500 billion, it doesn't take a genius to figure out that's like 20%.